Welcome back to Jersey Matters. We traveled all around the state to find out why voters voted the way they did, or in some cases, why they didn't vote at all. Here's Jersey Matters' Kimberly Kravitz.
We wanted to hear from you, the voters, so we traveled to several different polling locations throughout the Garden State to get a sense of who the voters would like to see in office in 2018.
I decided to get a better change. Hope the better.
Better change meaning Phil Murphy.
Yes.
Okay, and did you always vote Democrat?
Yes.
Yes. So no more Christie, no more Kim.
No. Christy don't do nothing for me this year at all. Hope we get better this time.
The newly elected Democrat Phil Murphy will overturn the leadership in New Jersey. This year's voter turnout was one of the lowest ever for a New Jersey governor's race. So we wonder why.
No, I haven't learned anything about it at Rutgers so far, so I guess not.
I completely forgot until you just came up to me.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we had this conversation.
While local politics weighed heavy on some voters' minds, we found that there was a lingering resentment from last year's presidential election.
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's after the controversy last year of just everything. I think people just want to not be as involved because it's easier. And maybe, you know, I'm part of that problem as well, but who knows?
Some registered voters made the conscious decision not to visit the polls because there is a sense of disappointment in all of the candidates.
It just seems like every politician is the same, you know. It really does. They just put up like a nice little face, but actually don't follow through with plans. So I'm not really interested.
Sure. So you've decided that your vote would be, it would not be worth it to vote one way or the other.
Yeah, to be honest. I'm waiting on a candidate, you know, that I feel has a strong personal connection with me.
No matter who I vote for, I'm not going to win. It's that's honestly how I feel about it.
So do you know who you might be voting for going in?
Right now, it's a toss-up.
Then there are voters who ran to the polls and were steadfast in their decision.
I'm voting for that guy. I ain't voting for that lady.
Murphy got my vote because he's about the people. So at this point, between the two candidates, he was my best pick.
Have you always typically voted Democrat? Were you disappointed in Christie's administration?
Typically Democrat and disappointed.
So you're hoping for some change with a blue state?
Yes, definitely. I'm hoping completely.
Well, I'm Democrat. No Republicans needs to be in office, and that's all I have to say.
I feel great about it.
Oh, that's good. So you're hopeful.
Yes.
And who did you vote for? And
Phil
why?
Murphy.
And Phil Murphy, why?
Because I feel though he's supporting the college things. My sister's in school and she has to pay for financial aid. And then we have little ones who, you know, you got to make a difference for little ones too.
So your biggest issue is infrastructure?
Yeah, and the economy. And also he wants to help with the environment, which is really important because New Jersey, like for a long time, it was full of factories. So there's a lot of residual pollution that's like a problem here, and it's affecting our local environment. Yeah, really? So yeah, I feel like he's gonna help with that because our former administration, I feel like it hasn't placed as much of an emphasis on that.
Jersey Matters also had the chance to meet with someone who worked for Murphy's campaign.
We wanted to elect somebody that makes a difference in education. So, I mean, I've been working with the campaign like all summer long, and I just, you know, had to come out and make my vote count today.
Republican candidate Kim Guadagno has had trouble gaining traction because of our unpopular governor, Chris Christie. But some who were not in favor of the current leadership still went out to vote for Kim in spite of it.
Well, I've come to vote against Chris Christie, but I like the lieutenant governor, so I'm going to vote for her and count that against Christie.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, because the truth is, you know, she's starting to, you know,
yeah, she's different.
Fresh.
She's different, yeah.
And others could not side with the current leadership.
Soon he got in there, he fired all the teachers. Soon he got in there. People been working for a long time. Soon he got in there, he got Rid of all them teachers, man.
You're hopeful that with Phil Murphy as governor, the teachers will have their jobs back.
Outside, yeah.
Despite the low turnout, Governor Chris Christie still made it out to the polls on Election Day.
It's serving folks like you that is really such a unique joy.
But for some registered voters, they remain hopeful, but decided they were most comfortable not sharing their political beliefs on camera.
What I hope for is a good turnout and a good result for the New Jersey residents.
Okay, and do you know kind of which way you're going to go, what you would hope for?
Yes, I know. I prefer to keep it private.
Now that Phil Murphy has been elected governor, New Jersey is the 7th state in the country to have Democratic control.
At Rutgers University, New Brunswick, I'm Kimberly Kravitz. Back to you at the State House.
All right, thank you, Kimberly. When we come back, we're going to take a close look at how Phil Murphy is going to affect some of the top issues in the state. We begin with taxes when Jersey Matters continues.